real
or
quick.
Sneeze.
Or sneeze
Yeah,
real
sneeze
quick.
one too
or
many
fall asleep
times.
on his post. They're human beings. And they do that.
So you talk about violence, and if you listen, guys, if you guys have a question, ask it now. We're about to turn this off. You'll see the rest of it because my phone is actually about to die. You'll see the rest of it later. Talking about violence. You know what's going on in Chicago right now?
Yes.
They said it's like 730 or something like that people in 2016 got murdered.
Right.
That's like 2 people a day. What do you think, like, if you had an opportunity, because I know you do a lot of good stuff, you talk to a lot of groups right now.
Absolutely.
Like, if they put you in a room with all the gangbangers and all the young folk, the old folk, the OGs, and they say, hey, Will, we want you to come and speak to all of these people, like, what would your message be to them?
Well, like you said at first, I do motivational speaking, I mentor teens, I do personal training. I said all that to say that I'm always interacting with human beings in a hands-on way. And I have talked to gang members, OGs. I've been in prison with them.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in prison with some real shot callers. And it takes a certain skill set to realistically connect with people at a place where they respect you and you have some kind of credibility with them. Once you establish that credibility, then people will tend to listen to you. And for me, unfortunately, we live in a society, once I say I did 24 and a half years in prison, I'm vetted. I'm an OG if I choose to be.
Mm-hmm.
They ready to label me and give me the flag and the stripes just because of that. That gets saluted. To come out of prison with a sound mind, have done no snitching, just done your time, man, off the rip, man, you already saluted, man. You a solid dude, man. I don't know how you did it, but you a solid dude. I don't run around with a banter for that. You know what I mean? I don't glorify that. That's just my story. However, if I was in that position to talk to anybody, be it one person or a group of guys that were living their lives in a way that directs them toward prison or the grave, I would probably do way more listening than I did any talking. Because I think we got a story to share.
So nobody, you feel maybe people, they're not listening to them.
They're not listening.
They're going like, hey, let's bring Will in to go talk to these people.
And I am.
And someone needs to go in and listen.
That way.
Okay.
Like, yo, Will, we got a group of people we want you to go talk to. And I received the invitation in the spirit of going to talk to them. But the shock fact is that when I get there, I do way more listening than I do any talking. And then that's when
that's good.
That's when truth is born and a camaraderie is established when you go to listen, because everybody's story is different. Everybody's not in a gang for the same reasons.
Yeah.
They just not. They got way different circumstances. But if you listen, you can conclude that, and then you can tailor make what you want to say for this guy or for that girl. But when you go in wanting to do all the talking, nothing gets done.
It's like if a doctor, you go into a doctor and he's doing all the talking, he can't find what your problem is.
I didn't say my leg was hurting. I told you it was my shoulder.
So he's got to ask you questions like, yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
All right, how did that happen? Why did that happen? All right, yeah, I actually like that. That's out of all the questions I see on CNN and people trying to figure out the cure for what's going on in Chicago and anywhere else. Yeah, they need to bring your boy Will in. That's good. You listen to them. Let me get this real quick. How did you how long has we did that? How long has he been in jail and how long has he been out? Oh, how long have you been out?
I've been out 13 months.
13 months. He's been out 13 months. How many innocent people are in jail?
It's not a very high percentage, but there are some innocent people in prison. I would say 10 to 15% of the people that are incarcerated are dead innocents. Innocence is such an ambiguous expression. What do you mean by innocent? Most people in jail have committed an offense the size of a notebook, but the sentence that they get or receive as a consequence of that is the size of a skyscraper. So in my mind, that person's innocent because justice was not served. The crime is the size of a sheet of paper, Absolutely. The court system knows that. The individual, the perpetrator knows that. However, the sentence is the size of the building that manufactures the paper. That's not justice. That's innocence to me. I live with guys like that say, yeah, man, I'm guilty of this. And I can live with myself under that pretense. However, the courts didn't do that. They didn't sentence me in accordance with what I'm guilty of. That's more painful than anything. And just as painful as somebody that's 100% innocent. So that's my way of answering that question.
That was good.